All right, we are live. Can you hear me good?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. All right, what's going on, guys? YouTube world, Facebook world, wherever you guys are watching this video from. Nick Anderson here. We got Paul Ivacoli on as well, and we're going to be going over some information to help you guys build your business. Sharing some stories with you and some personal experience of how we got started in the network marketing industry, and more importantly, wake up now, and then going from that, teaching you how to build your business. But I just kind of want to open this call up, you guys, and give you my personal background of where I'm coming from so you can get to know me a little bit better. I know some of you have heard my story, more of you out there probably haven't, but for me, I graduated high school, a few years back. I feel old now. I'm 22 years old, and coming straight out of high school, I had no plan, I had no direction, no idea what I wanted to do. But I had a long talk with my parents, and they basically told me, hey, you know what? You either need to go to school, you need to get a job, or there's always the option of the military. So for me, I thought about joining the military, decided not to, decided to go into school because, I wanted to figure out what I was passionate about, pursue an education. So joined school, switched my major probably 10 different times, didn't find anything in school that I was passionate about, and went through about 2 years of schooling and still had no idea what I was doing, felt like I was wasting my parents' money, and I didn't even know what network marketing was at that time. But when I came back home for the summer, I got a text message from one of my very close friends who was in a fraternity with me. He's basically said, hey man, I got a great way for us to make money this summer. And for me, I was all for it. At that time I was working at a hospital that summer, from 5 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon, scrubbing dishes for a living. Hated every second of that job, and I was ready for this. I was ready for something new. So I hopped on the phone with him, and he basically explained the whole network marketing industry to me. Got me on a call with one of the top producers in that company, and I was excited. I was all for it. Joined right away. That was the first company I was involved with, a health and wellness company, and immediately, I went and talked with my parents, and I told them that I was done with school. I told them that I was going to take a whole year off. I was going to pursue network marketing and follow my passion for helping people. And pulled out of school. I actually moved to Seattle, and I lived in Seattle for about 3 months straight. And in that time frame of that 3 months, spent driving around the country, building teams, all over the place. And that's how Paul and I actually got in contact too. He was over in Bozeman, Montana, going to school there. While I was living in Seattle, and we were in the same company, got involved with it, and was with it for about 14 months, a little over a year. And in that time frame, you guys, had built up a pretty large team. But one thing that I found within the team was not a lot of people were succeeding. And for me, my definition of success isn't when I'm the only one succeeding. It's when my team is winning with me. So I was introduced to Wake Up Now by Darren Fryer. You guys probably heard his name. He's all over YouTube and everything. And if you're watching this in our group page, one of the big leaders, close friends, and mentors in this business, he opened it up to me and told me about the business. And long story short, I saw a better vehicle where I could help more people win. I'm not loyal to a company. I'm loyal to my team, I'm loyal to my friends, and I'm loyal to my people. So we hopped over, joined Wake Up Now, and hit the ground running. In that time frame of when I joined Wake Up Now, I actually enrolled back into school, to figure out what I wanted to do. So I was building Wake Up Now part-time on the side. And I was throwing in a couple hours every day, in between classes, in between, the gym, school, whatever I was doing, I was building my business, and I was putting, videos out on YouTube. I was working with the team, branding myself, and building the whole business. And, it was unbelievable, you guys. Was able to hit Founder 4 3 months into the company. That's been a blessing and a complete life changer. I've been able to pay off a lot of my debt, student loan debt, car payments, rent, a lot of different things that an average broke college student needs in order to survive, you guys. So Wake Up Now has completely changed my life. It's been an unbelievable journey. I've been with it for about a little over a year now, and it's just been crazy. Met some amazing people, one of which being Paul. We've worked really closely together. I know he's not in the room right now, but he's gonna be sharing his story in a little bit. And it's just been crazy, you guys. Seeing the vision of where this company is going. Not only that, but when I joined, when we got 1,000 people a part of the business, that was it. We were only open in 2 states, United States and Canada. And when we went to convention last September, it was crazy. There was only 700 people that went there. Unbelievable, small little room of people. Everyone, was excited. They saw the vision, was motivated, and since that time about a little over a year ago, the company has gone from 12,000, just 12,000 distributors, to over 100,000. The company is going to head, in the next 6 to 12 months, we can't even wrap our minds around it because it's going to be absolutely insane. And when convention comes up next month, for those of you that are attending it, for those of you that are going, if you haven't bought your ticket yet, I highly encourage you do, because they're expecting over 8,000 people to show up there. A lot of young, old, motivated, network marketers, brand new people to the industry that are all going to be collaborating together, working together, and just masterminding to take this company, to the billions. But I mean, that's just my quick story, you guys. A little bit of background about myself, where I'm coming from. But I want to pass it off to Paul, because me and him, we've grown pretty close over the past year and a half being on board with this industry. One of my great friends, I honestly look up to him, even though he's in my downline. Teaches me a lot in this business. But Paul, why don't you go ahead and share your story to everyone, where you're coming from, and what's happened with you over the past year and a half.
What's up, guys? What's up? I'm actually eating some dinner right now, so it's pretty laid back with us. Funny memory that I have with Nick back in the day is I remember when I first started, I didn't know the first thing about the first thing, and for me to be able to go in with utmost confidence and fail just as hard as I had tried. It was funny because back then Nick didn't know anything about what he was doing. He was actually hopping on Skype calls for me when he was probably a couple of months into the business. Really hadn't worked it all that much. Was just good friends with John. And that was the very first big growth that they had when me and the team up here in Bozeman hopped on. But I remember back then Nick always used to drink out of this what was it, dude?
It's like a measuring cup, but it massive.
Yeah, it was like a big old like water measuring cup, like a liquid measuring cup, and that's all he ever drank out of. It was just funny. And shoot, that was like 2 years ago now. But back then I started up, and I remember my first week. I really thought I was killing it because I got 8 people enrolled. Now don't feel like oh you're already falling behind because you got 8 people enrolled. If you guys want to feel even better about yourselves, well, I did even worse than you did by not enrolling someone, by not trying. But here's the thing, I enrolled 8 people, and all 8 people of those quit. So if you really think about it, by you simply not having a result within your first week, you should actually feel good about the fact that, well, here's the thing, you're going to take our advice and not make the exact same mistakes that we made. Which is, fail, 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 fail. And, there's no wrong thing with failing, but why not, fail forward and learn off of our mistakes to where, like, say we took you with the road so far, and you start where we just ended off, and you keep going. You see what I'm saying? So that way you can make mistakes that are new that we haven't made. Don't reinvent the wheel, you guys. That's something that we've always said and learned in network marketing. And that is the truest thing of all. The fact that I have always realized, I need to learn from the successes and failures, most importantly, the failures of, my leaders, the people that went ahead of me, because success leaves clues, you guys. I mean, reality is I didn't know what I was doing. Nick didn't know what he was doing. We were trying to do this all on our own. We didn't realize, there are simple systems out there. I think Nick's going to talk a little bit about it. There are really simple systems out there that are going to help you guys to succeed. So really quick background into me, you guys. I'm 21 years old in Bozeman, Montana. My name's Paul. Started up network marketing 2 years ago, and back then I was all for it. I was one of those people that, at first I told my brother, honestly, the first couple of weeks he told me about it. I told him, bull crap, I don't need a part of it. I don't, it's some scam, it's some scheme. And then I heard about it from John Harrington. He was around, 19 years old, younger than me at the time, and he was making like $2,000 a month. And so I kind of heard what he had to say, but at the same time, I was a little too proud, I had a bigger ego, smaller bank account, I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard that before, but, that was the reality with me. I got, in after my brother basically blackmailed me to hear about it. Now, here's the thing, you guys. In that 2-week period of time, I'm not kidding, my brother blackmailed me, it's hilarious, but in that 2-week period of time that I waited to get enrolled, I missed out on hundreds and hundreds of people in the downline because he basically enrolled like 10, 15 people, which that 10, 15 people, not everyone worked, but the few that did, they enrolled. They enrolled someone who enrolled. Eventually that turned into hundreds of people within, 4 or 5 months, to where I missed out on every single one of them, and then I had to go and try to build that entire team. I was basically the last leader that really ever joined that team. That team dropped off, a year and a half ago. We haven't seen them since. Nick and I are really the only ones that have kind of lasted through that entire period of time. We're the only ones that really stood the test of time. Now, the cool thing in network marketing is, you guys, the people who stand the test of time, 90% of them become rich beyond their wildest dreams within a period of 10 years. If you stick to network marketing for at least 10 years, so you guys, this isn't a freaking, sprint. This is a marathon. You've got to, be willing to take the hits. You got to be willing to go through the failures. You're probably going to go through those ups and downs, but if you just stay consistent and just periodically, you're keeping up with everything. You're not like, okay, well, this month I'm going to work because I hit Founder 3. Next month I don't need to work. And what happens is that month that you don't work, well, that's going to pay off its dividends in full the next month after that, to where you're not a Founder 3 anymore, you guys. That's the mistake that I've made multiple times. You don't want to make the same mistake that I made, all right? But you guys, here's the thing. Like I said, I started up with Nick. We didn't know anything, you guys. So all you've got to do is link arms with some leader. Link arms with someone who actually knows, a little bit more about network marketing. Don't, get rid of that ego. Get rid of being, proud. Because I thought I was the best leader on my team, and I'm going to tell you what, I had a whole lot to learn. I had 0 results to speak for it. I mean, the best rank I ever hit in that company was 3rd rank. Not too hot, dude. Not too great. So I learned a lot, from that. I actually became a little bit more humble, and it took me another year to finally realize that it's not about me, but it's about the people in my downline, you guys. It really, truly is. The more that you care about their success, the more that they see that you're willing to lead them for their success and then lead yourself to help them, the more that they're going to be willing to go out of their way to build the business, not only for themselves, not only for their paycheck, but for your recognition. I've realized a lot of the people that come into this business, they're looking for recognition. They're looking for people like Nick and I, which we're no better by any means than anyone else. We just have more experience. We kind of know what we're doing in network marketing now. All right, they look for recognition in us. Now, that's all you have to do with the same, with the other people. If you stay consistent and they realize, okay, this is someone that I, want to be like, and you're just a genuine freaking human being, you guys, 9 times out of 10 what's going to happen is they're going to look at you and say, you know what? I want to prove to this kid that, I'm going to work my ass off. I'm going to prove to this kid, and I want to hear him say, dude, you are one of the top leaders on my team. I'm telling you right now, dude, people work for recognition probably harder than they do for a paycheck at first. So, it's just leading by example, you guys, really getting out there, getting out of your comfort zone. I mean, there's so many things I could talk about forever, but just know this, you guys, I failed so many times. I've been through so much this past 2 years, and you know what? I'm grateful for every single bit of it. I truly am. Sometimes we get stuck here wondering, why is this person their first 3 months in this company, hitting a higher rank than I am? Why is this person, making this much money when I'm a better speaker than they are? Why is this person over here getting all of, the downlines going to him, all the people from other companies switching to him, whatever it may be, all right, when I'm working just as hard as him? And here's the problem with that logic, you guys. The problem is that you're so focused on them that you're not even worried or focused on you guys. And the moment that your attention is on them, well, guess what? Wherever focus goes, energy flows. Meaning, basically, you're putting all of your attention on this person, more energy is going to go to that person, and more power to that person for you thinking about them. That means they're doing something right. My point is, you need to start focusing on yourself, focusing on what you can improve, all right? And I'm not going to sit here and talk about goals. That's a whole other thing, but here's the thing. You need to start thinking about what you want out of this daily. All right, start focusing on yourself, and I promise you, good things will start to happen from there. So with that, you guys, I'm going to toss it back off to Nick. Nick's going to talk a little bit about that system. He was talking about, basically it's called Simple Freedom. Cool thing about this is we didn't even know about it. I mean, Nick and I had to go through all the hard things with internet marketing as well. But this thing's going to make it so freaking easy. I actually came out with a Facebook system before this, and the funny thing is this is so simple, and it's actually all there in one spot, easy to opt into, so if you guys ever need help with any messages, any Facebooks, you want to realize, okay, I want a few more messages that are, up there besides just the Simple Freedom messages, which you're going to hear about here soon, which you can make an account here soon. All right, just hit me up. Don't be afraid to contact me. You'll be able to find me on Facebook, Paul Avicoli. And with that, Nick, you want to talk to him a little bit more about that?
Definitely, yeah, I appreciate it, man. But real quick, you guys, before I get into the whole system, how you can use it and start applying it, I want to teach you guys and tell you about what I used to do and how complicated it was, and literally how nobody would be able to do it unless they're spending day in, day out focusing on online marketing, learning all these things. Because when I joined this industry, a little over 2 years ago, I built strictly offline. That's all I did. I did events, I did meetings, I traveled around, three-way calls, Skype calls, all of those things, and it worked really, really well. Still do those to this day, but at the same time, I'm always looking for ways to improve my business, and I believe you guys should be too. You should always find the next best thing, because think about it, you guys. The social media, network marketing, online marketing, the internet's not going away anytime soon. You know, we're the generation that invented Facebook, that invented Twitter, you know, Instagram, LinkedIn, all these social media platforms that are designed to connect with people all over the world. So for me, when I started diving into online marketing, I didn't know anything. You know, I started researching on Google, started looking around for everything, and I bought any system that I found on the front page. You know, I was spending thousands of dollars on things that, you know, taught me a lot of good information, not going to lie, but at the same time, you know, didn't teach me a system where I could apply it and start getting duplication in my business. You know, I had all this knowledge, but they say knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge is power. So I wasn't really applying it. You know, I learned all these things about SEO, video marketing, article marketing, attraction marketing, you know, these different things that the average person hasn't even heard of before. So I started doing all that stuff, but I was very scattered. And one thing you'll learn about success, you guys, in order to become successful, you have to have an intent focus, a direct focus on whatever it is that you're doing, and you have to apply a system, method, and a plan of action with that focus in a specific direction. See, most people, when they try and do online marketing, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, articles, blogging, whatever it may be, pay-per-click, Craigslist, they're trying to do too many things at once, and they're not focusing on one thing. What I tell people is if you want to get results in your business, you know, you have to focus on one or two things first, master them before you move on to the next thing. You know, for me in the beginning, I was scattering my energy too thin. So I started to research around online, you know, started to look for something that was simple. I started to get into video marketing. You know, that's where you guys, you're probably watching this video on YouTube right now, but I started posting content all over YouTube, and I was getting no results in the beginning. You know, in my previous company, I made videos all the time, but I didn't get a single sign up from my videos. The reason why I stayed consistent with that, and you guys would normally be, you know, thinking like, why wouldn't I quit if no one's signing up when I'm producing no results? It's because I had a passion for it. I had a passion for making videos. And that's another key lesson on its own, you guys. You have to be passionate about what you do. If what you're doing on a daily basis is a hassle, if it's a chore, if you're not passionate about it, if it doesn't excite you, then you need to find something and incorporate it into your business, into your lifestyle that makes you passionate. And it's going to come through when you talk to people. It's going to come through when you speak to people. So for me, videos was my passion. So my problem with it is, you know, I didn't know how to brand them, didn't really know how to market them out there, so I was just posting them all over the place. You know, I just post them on Facebook, you know, I would send them to people, things like that, and I stayed consistent with it to the point where it got results, but at the same time, for the average person who doesn't have, you know, time every single day to invest 24 hours in their business making videos and doing that, it wasn't realistic for them. It wasn't duplicatable. You know, so I was looking for something that was duplicatable for the newest person that has no network marketing experience, that has no online marketing experience, that could come into this business and, you know, get started right away and bring in 3 people and break even. You know, the average person, they say the average network marketer can recruit 2.7 people. So if you round that up to 3, you know, that's a director 3 and wake up now, you guys. So I want to teach people how to be able to do that. And, you know, Darren Fryer, he made a post a little while ago, and I'm sure you guys have seen this already. It's called Simple Freedom, like Paul says. And, you know, the word Simple Freedom, it really is simple. They break it down in terms of, you know, marketing on Facebook, how to use Facebook. They don't use YouTube. It's just specifically Facebook. And if you think about it, you guys, you know, every single person that's watching this video, you either have a Facebook or you've heard of Facebook, right? If it was a country, it'd be the 3rd largest country out there. So there's so many people that are on Facebook every single day, just using it to connect with others. So you can prospect on that. You can brand yourself. You can build your business specifically using Facebook while you're doing events on the side. You know, you're building with people in person. So this is a good addition to your business. It's by no means a crutch. It's by no means your foundation, but it's something that can help you, you know, generate more leads and get more traffic, you know, to your business, and eventually, you know, get more people a part of your team. So really quick, you guys, you know, I just want to go over 3 simple things you can do on Facebook before we close out this, you know, this hangout. And I'm going to share my screen a little bit and show you guys the Simple Freedom back office. But, you know, like they say, it's not what you do that makes you successful. It's what you do daily. Okay? You have to be consistent with this. If you're doing these things every single day, I can guarantee you guys you'll get results. Like Paul says, you know, if one month, let's say you hit Founder 3, then the next month you think you don't have to work because you hit Founder 3, that's where you're going to lose your rank. You know, it's little things daily that add up. You know, it's just like if you work out at all, you don't go like once a month and then turn into, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, you go every single day. You stay consistent. You're not in the gym for 10 hours a day. You're in the gym for maybe 30 minutes to an hour. every single day. Those small little increments, they add up, you guys, and they get you to a whole different destination a year to 2 years from right now. So 3 things you can do daily, very, very simple, you guys. Add in friend request 3 to 4 people on a daily basis that you have 0 mutual friends with. And don't go over that amount. Don't go on like an adding spree trying to request like 20 people, because you're going to get put in Facebook jail, and you'll have to wait like a couple weeks before you can request anyone else. So I would say add 3 to 4 people. If you guys are wondering who should I add people that have the similar interests in you. Add people that you would like to work with. If you find someone, if you go to their profile and all they're posting is negative stuff, complaining about their boyfriend, girlfriend, their job, don't add that person, because they're going to bring those complaints and that negative energy into your business. You want to find people that are positive.
I got no time for that.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. So you want to find people that are positive, that are optimistic, and that want to do something different. So if you look at people's walls, you can go on the search bar and use Facebook Graph Search. If you guys haven't seen that yet, check it out. You'll be able to, see it and get some training in the Simple Freedom back office. But they talk about how you can use Graph Search to search for anyone. Literally, you can search up people like people in California who like seafood, or people in California who like, Mitt Romney or Barack Obama, or whatever it is that you want, football teams, sports teams. You can find specific people in your area, outside of your area, and you friend request them, okay? You want to make sure that you have 0 mutual friends with them. Why? Because the more mutual friends, the more chances are they've heard of Wake Up Now, and that's more in your circle. You want to branch out. You want to network out. That's what Facebook is for, networking with other people. So if you add 3 to 4 people a day, that's building your following. That's building your network. That's building the potential prospects that you can share Wake Up Now with, right? Okay? So that's number 1. That's one thing you can do on a daily basis, okay? Number 2.
You guys, one last thing. Nick, hold up. And I caught on something, that Nick just told, said you guys, that's something that I actually never personally done is friend request 2 to 3 people, a day that aren't within my network, that I don't have mutual friends with. I honestly just learned that right now. So it's obviously like, we don't know everything, there's so many things that I could still learn from Nick, even though we've been like best homies since 2 years ago. But you guys, that's something I've realized. You guys always be in a continual learning state. Always be learning. Don't be afraid to go out there and learn something. I remember when I was listening to some Jim Rohn videos, and then I listened to him probably for a straight month. I watched his stuff, I read his books, yada, 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 and I felt like, I already know all of his stuff. So I remember, like, a week later, I was like, I was searching through some, I want to listen to some personal development. I saw Jim Rohn. I'm like, I don't need to listen to him. I already know all of his stuff. That thought right there is the killer to all learning. That thought right there is a killer to growth, you guys. So don't think you know it all, because your mind doesn't ever retain. It's all through repetition of thought, repetition of information. So you're never going to retain absolutely everything. Don't get in that false sense of security by thinking you already know, you guys. Instead, always be continually learning. But with that, I'm going to let Nick get back to his points. I'm sorry about the interruption, man.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I appreciate it. And yeah, just touching on what Paul says too, you guys, if you think you know everything, if you believe you're the smartest person out of your friend group, out of your social circle, you need to find a new friend group. I always like to surround myself with people that are smarter than me, because you can always learn something from someone else, you guys. And the more you're learning, the more you're earning, and the more you're growing as a leader and as a person that can, positively influence and impact other people. So, going back to it, the 3 things you can do. Number 2, out of those people that you're adding on a daily basis, just touching on that again real quick, if you're wondering, who can you add, you can actually go to pages like Jim Rohn, like Paul says, Bob Proctor, Anthony Robbins, Eric Worre, and you can look at the posts on those pages and see the people that like them, see the people that comment on them, and if you would like to add that person, you can send them a friend request. And when you don't just friend request, a bunch of random people. Like I said, keep it small, 3 to 4 people a day. That'll keep you out of Facebook jail. Okay, so number 2 that you can do on a daily basis is reach out to 10 people a day and don't bring up business at all. Okay. Don't bring up business right off the bat. See, most people, they have the intention when they're messaging someone to sign them up in the business. And people can see right through that. They can read your energy. They can feel it, even through Facebook. When you have the intention of signing them up right there, they're going to feel that, and they're going to be kind of like pushed away. Instead of attracting them in, you're pushing them away from you. So instead of that, make it a goal to build a relationship with them. The first message you could send them could be something that you guys can relate on. Maybe they live in California, for example, and you have a relative in the same city as them. See, that's a reason to message them. Maybe you two like the same sports team. That's a conversation you can have. Because this business, it's a relationship building business, you guys. If all you're focusing on is getting that sign up, you won't sign up anyone. You know, you got to be focused on building the relationships first. So if you're reaching out to 10 people a day, striking up conversations, naturally within the conversation, it's going to come up and they're going to ask you, so what do you do? Okay? Like, think about it, you guys. You know, when you ask someone, how are you doing? Like, how's your day going? They're going to respond, you know, great. How's your day going? They immediately ask you back, you know, what you ask them. So instead of like focusing on the business, just focus on building that relationship. 10 people a day, you guys, you know, you're going to get some solid prospects out of that, especially if you're using graph search to search, you know, positive, optimistic, and open-minded people. Okay. And now number three things you can do, you guys, post one thing on your wall daily. Okay. Whether it's, you know, a lifestyle post, you know, a picture of your favorite car, of your favorite house, of a beach, you know, with a little inspirational quote from, you know, one of your favorite mentors like Jim Rohn, Anthony Robbins, Eric Thomas, you know, Eric Worre, whoever it may be. Post a quote up or a personal story about yourself. I would stop posting so much about Wake Up Now. When I go on Facebook, you know, I see people making posts only about Wake Up Now this, Wake Up Now that, make $600 a month, you know, here's these products and stuff. People don't want to see that. Why do people go on Facebook? To interact, to socialize, you know, to see their friends, what's going on in their lives. They don't go on to Facebook to get pitched about something on their wall. When they see something like that, you guys, you know, just think about this. What post on Facebook that talks only about Wake Up Now, or talks about a business and is posting all of it, gets more than like 10 likes? Not many posts. The posts that I see getting hundreds of likes are the posts that have quotes, the posts that have personal stories, the posts that are like lifestyle posts, something inspirational that's going to evoke an emotional response from someone. That's the whole goal there, to evoke an emotional response from someone. If you can do that, you guys, you're going to get more engagement in your content, in your posts, and everything like that. So with that being said, you guys, I mean, those are just 3 simple things you can do on a daily basis. Stay consistent with it. You know, keep doing that, you guys, and you're going to start getting results. But Paul, is there anything you want to touch on those 3 things before, you know, I move on?
No, you guys. But basically, you know, this is actually our first Google Hangout, you guys. So, you know, this is me basically promoting this from here on out. You know, we're gonna get, you know, 2 to 3 of these in a week for sure. You know, we're gonna put a lot of content out there for you guys. This is something that we've never done. You know, we've always gone out and made a bunch of videos. You know, you get, you know, a couple hundred views here. You know, maybe 1,000 views there. But reality is, you know, I feel like these Google Hangouts, you're gonna get to know us a lot more personally because we're not sitting there talking to a huge audience by any means, but it's more of, you know, us on a personal basis, you getting to know us getting to know you guys. You know, don't feel, like I said, don't, you know, feel free to contact us. Don't feel like you're going to be disturbing us, you know, bothering us all the time. A lot of people feel like, oh, you know, I don't want to be annoying them. Reality is, you guys, you know, that's what we're here for. That's why we do network marketing, because we love connecting with everyone. And so, you know, my point is, you guys connect in with these things, plug in, you guys. There's so much valuable content that you guys can learn from us, and more importantly, you know, I'm sure we could learn from you guys. So, you know, feel free to connect with us, and with that, you know, we're gonna hop off the call. I'm sure Nick's gonna, you know, turn it off, and we'll talk to you guys, you know, this next call. We'll promote it.
Awesome. Yeah. So real quick, you guys, before we go, you know, I want to show you guys the Simple Freedom back office so you can kind of see, you know, how it works, and then you can set up your account. If you haven't set up your account yet, it's real simple. Just go to founderslegacy.info, and right there, you click Create Your Free Account. Just go through the sign-up process. It's very, very simple, you guys, easy to do. Here, hold on one second. I think camera was on you, Paul. But yeah, it's real easy to do. Once you get your account set up, you guys, it's going to look a little bit like this. But hold on, I'm going to share my screen with you. All right, give it 1 second. Yeah, it's taking a little while to load.
Nick's got some slow internet over there for sure.
Walmart Wi-Fi right now. So actually, Walmart would probably be better. All right, hold on.
Oh, good.
It's not even letting me click it right now. 1 second. All right. Well, we're gonna try this anyway. See if this works. If not, then we'll just leave it at that. But I'm gonna share my screen, Paul. Let me know what you can see. Hold on.
All right.
Yeah, it's not even letting me share my screen now, so we're just gonna scrap that. But yeah, guys, if you go into your Simple Freedom account, first step should be to go through the training. If you click the training tab, you're gonna see 2 tabs from there. The first one is Get Traffic Training. The second one is Wake Up Now Training. My recommendation is if you're fairly new to Wake Up Now and either you've just gotten started or you're still trying to understand the company a little bit better, go through the Wake Up Now training first. It's going to show you, how to download all the products, get all your products set up. TaxBot, OneLocal, OneFinance. It's going to show you how to set up, order your debit card, how to get everything all hooked up for you. Because right when you become a product of the product and you start using the product, you guys, it makes it easier to share stories with people and be able to generate leads and start getting that traffic. Okay. So the other tab is Getting Traffic Training. What we were talking about earlier. They go in depth, you guys, about how to use Facebook, specifically what to be sending to people, how to respond when they ask you questions, where to be sending them. They have capture pages on there that you can use with a presentation that basically explains the company, explains the comp plan, and gets them started with the business, and gets their information to where you can follow up with them later, you guys. And I mean, I've been using this for the past week now. And I mean, it's been working very, very well. Have about 30, 40 leads people been following up with, talking with them, gotten a few signups out of it, you guys. So, we're looking forward to seeing the, improvements on this. They're adding to it all the time, but they're keeping it simple at the same time. And if you guys go on there, you're going to see, daily training calls they have, daily, I think it's every single Tuesday they have a recorded webinar that they put up there. The most recent one that you can click on the main site. Right when you log in, you'll see it. Watch that. They got a lot of good training. The creators of it have been with the network marketing industry for a while now. Older demographic, but they got a lot of great knowledge to be able to teach you guys. But I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all we have for you guys. First hangout, we're going to be doing a lot more of these. So look forward to seeing you guys on future ones. But with that, I got nothing left for them, Paul. But anything else you want to add?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. Like I said, I think this is the last time we're going to close it on you guys. Just don't, connect with us, you guys. Make sure you're plugged into these and share them with your friends, you guys, for sure. There's a lot of valuable content to be put out there, and I look forward to meeting you guys. So we'll see you guys.
That sounds good. Peace. Let's see here. It's not even letting me click stop, dude. Let's see here.
Oh, well, dude, it's going to go forever. It's all good. So you should put your coonskin hat on.